night dance. One more move, one more chance. Stop, lost tight, but my hope runs wide. Do I bail right now or let this ride? Every signal talks like it knows me. Every move could crown me or ghost me. I'm tracing the arc in my mind, chasing the shape I can't find. Hey, turn or trend, they both been riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both been. I can feel it in the air like I've been blowing through. Break then blend, I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend, spin that doubt, round and round. Hear that hush in the crowd. Is it just a twist or the start of a run? I'm lost in the dust, but it feels like fun. Oh yeah. Turn or trend, they both been riding that swing till the very last. Stand up and down again, again. Are we in a storm or a perfect friend? Turn or trend, they both been. I can feel it in the air like we've been blowing through. Break then blend, I just wanna dance it out. Turn or trend. Oh. Shots on the wall, coffee gone cold, finger on the trigger, heart runs bold. Tick tock tick, red turns green. Is this that flip or? Screens glow green, coffee at 3, chasing that flash in the price I see. Little sparks popping on the chart, every tiny flare kicks my greedy heart. I win with dots when the candles run hot. Little lights in a line tell me jump in or not. I spin that wheel, but it's mapped on the plot. When the trend turns up, I win with dots. Win with dots. Oh yeah. Tiny trails up the axis climb. Tap one click, I'm in just in time. Ride that wave till the rush feels wrong. Soon as color flips, I'm already gone. I win with dots when the candles run hot. Little lights in a line tell me jump in or not. I spin that wheel, but it's mapped on the plot. When the trend turns up, I win with dots. Win with dots. Hey.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Sound check, vibe check. Is that why market sold off 90 points in the last half hour? Could be. I mean, Trump came, Trump's press conference was like, we're ready for war. We got troops over there. Guys, I'm going to just start trading and I'm going to explain what I'm doing as I am trading. I'm going to show you basically what I've been doing. Boom, boom, boom. I guess it's going so fast. I'm just, clipping P&Ls. I'm going to show you kind of like today what I do behind the scenes. I'm going to show you all the trades that I make behind the scenes to give you an idea of the variety of setups that I use. And most importantly, how I really vary my size to keep my P&L constantly progressing forward, right? And sometimes I get into trouble. So I may get into trouble today. So this will be an interesting, fun session to see, hopefully that I don't, of how I definitely could get into trouble if I let my size get out of control. But what I want to show you is what I kind of do behind the scenes for my own accounts when you guys are not looking, and it's not super perfect, and it's not, waiting for just the right setup, or the right structure, the right thing, where I'm basically trading, quite a lot, quite actively, but within the structure of what I show you. How's that sound today? You guys want to take a look at, behind the curtain a little bit today and see, my minute to minute, day to day type of trading that I generally like to do. Hang on a second. Oops, sorry. I gotta make my coffee. So StreamYard got a new little trick. I'm gonna try this. They have a new poll widget. Let me see if I can get this working. Let's see if this works. Just hang a second. I want to do a new poll. How many trades? How many trades on average? How many trades on average do you do per day? It's a really good question, actually. I'm going to say 10, 20, 40 or more. All right. Let's see if this works. Wait, can you guys see it? Oh, yeah, you guys can see it, huh? Can you vote in it? I have no idea how this works, so I'm kind of testing it out. So, type 1, 2, and 3 in chat. That's kind of lazy. That's kind of a half-ass way of doing it. I thought it was going to be the idea. You know what I'm going to do, guys? Oh, actually, it is working? Oh, maybe it's working. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's actually working. So if you guys type it in chat, it's actually showing it dynamically. And it's hold on a second. I want to. It's covering up my face, so I just want to hang on. Let me just do media assets. Wait. Where's this widgets? Where do I want to show this? Maybe I want to show it over here. Okay, let's do it over here. That's perfect. All right. Oh, this is kind of cool. So you guys actually voting, it dynamically updates. That's kind of cool. That's actually I really like. All right. So this is an interesting question because it plays into what I want to show you. Okay, I'm going to sell this one more time. I'm going to sell one more time. Fuck, I'm late. Okay. So I'm going to get underneath here. And then there's a secondary cell, which is here, that I want to come back to here. Let's see if we can get that done. And that comes underneath here. It's 1, 2, 3. Let's see if this resolves. Come on, baby. Resolve, resolve, resolve. Okay, good. That's resolved. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna basically, yes, we're gonna count anything that you do, right? And this is a general question. It's just an update, just a general kind of an update on we're not looking for precision here. I'm just looking for generalities. So there are like three setups that I do all the time, right? The simplest, most obvious setup is momentum dot on the close +5 against the high of the candle or the high of the candle next to it. The difference is if the candle itself, the dot candle, is super small, I'll extend my stop to the candle next to it to give myself a little bit more room. If the candle is pretty large, I'll just use the high of that candle as my stop. If the trade is good, it will never breach that high. Meaning that if this is a true continuity, this you see here, continuity trade. Here, a little bit of a continuity trade that I was able to resolve, right? So that's setup number one. Just, trade the dot basically 3 or 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. If there's more dots, I won't trade them unless there is a green retrace period. So if I have dots here, I don't know, let me do it the other way around. I'm going long green dots, right? I get a red corrective period. I get fresh green dots, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can trade those. Anytime I have a fresh corrective period, I reset myself, but I try to trade only 1, 2, 3 dots, which means I'm going to give up a lot of this profit over here, but that, so be it. That's how I like to do it. So that's number one. That's number one, right? Simplest, easiest, the first 3 dots, so on and so forth. The second one is the high probability one that we talk about, which is the retrace one. That one I showed you in the can we hide the poll now? Why? What do you care about hiding the poll? It's not covering anything. I want to see I see more results. I specifically moved it off the screen so you guys can see my my trading. Good morning. Everybody vote in this poll. I'm going to keep this poll up for a while because I actually really want to see distribution of trades. Okay. So vote, guys. So that's number one. That's kind of like the purest, cleanest thing that I do. That gives you lots of opportunities. And again, remember, what am I doing here? I'm only trading with trend. I'm only trading the dot. I'm only trading it for 5, right? And in that case, like the variance of the stop variates. And usually I try to the stop is usually less than 15. So very often it's +5 -10 kind of a thing, especially if you're in Asia where you have lots of control. Remember, the trade should never fail. If the trade should never exceed the high if it's a good trade. It's the bottom line, right? So that's why it's such a natural stop. Let me know. Give me a yes or no, Y or N, if you understand what I'm saying as far as just a pure dot momentum trade setup. Let me see some yeses that you guys understand what I'm talking about. That's the most common, the most frequent, the most obvious trade that I do. Michael's the only one that's got a yes. Anthony, come on. I want to see like 4 or 5 more yeses. I want to see people paying attention. Let's go. Talk to me, folks. Talk to me, everybody. A two-way conversation. Rodney, Carrick, Alex. Nice. Okay. So I do this all day long, right? And like right now, we have a let's go. I'm selling it. Why am I selling it? A little bit of a corrective move here. We got a bunch of greens against the red. What am I going to do now? I'm going to put my stop right over here. This is a small candle, so I'll put it to the next highest one, like right around here. That's my stop. If it takes me out, that means the trade is wrong. The trade is just simply wrong, right? It should never violate the highs because that means, we're basically making a reversal here, which is fine. So that's number one. Number two trade that I do, and actually, frankly, honestly, when you saw me do like an ad, enter and then an ad, it's not a trade I really like to do. What I want to do is I want to rotate the account. I want to take the retrace trade in a separate account and manage it separately as a trade. So what I'm going to try and do here is let's go to the 304 account. I'm going to sell it over here. And what that is basically like I'm entering at +4 or a little bit better on a retrace. And here I'm just holding the straight up 15 points. So that's a sort of a separate setup, separate account. Let's just, trade it that way, right? And the third setup that I love to do is, let's see if this one resolves. Let me see if this one resolves. Hopefully this resolves. Boom. So that's always a very high probability trade, kind of a reversal trade, right? Let's go back to the 240, 224. That one is still in there. I'm just going to flatten out. I'm going to flatten out because that was, a little bit too much. Okay. So the retrace trade is a much higher probability trade. I've shown you guys. Let me find the dots. This is the worst hour, but again, the whole dots structure shows you hour by the hour. You see that this is 9 o'clock is the worst hour, right? Absolutely the worst hour for trading for us. Oh, this is really interesting. Where did this data come from? Oh, this is the hour by hour performance from the other one. So it's still this is like the full data. The full data set is actually beforehand. I gotta delete this. This is 233 trades in 18 days. This is what this is. So 9 o'clock is the worst. This is like literally the worst time to trade. This is the retrace trade. It's on the 8 o'clock hour. Let's just go right over here by the hours. The 8 o'clock hour is not bad. It's about 83%, right? And the 10 o'clock hour, this is where it starts to get really better. 10 o'clock hour, 84, and then 12, 1 o'clock, that's where we get into the 80s, high 90s. Now, the problem with the retrace trade is it's rare, right? It's good, but it's rare. Usually it's always the question of the better the trade, the rarer the trade, right? You only get like maybe for every dot signal, only 1/5, 1 out of 5 of them retraces enough to give you a retrace entry, right? That was a data set. There was like 6,000 dot signals and only 1,200 of them were actually retrace worthy. Okay. So you can do the retrace trade, great trade. But it's just not frequent enough. And I like to, and I want to keep my frequency going. So if you want to do frequency, I kind of do both dots and retraces together. And then the third trade that I love to do, I don't really do this when I'm down. So in a downtrend, I don't do the this particular structure trade, although I probably could. But I love to do it in when I'm up. When I'm up, in the meaning that the trend is up, if I have 3 consecutive, or not even consecutive, just 3 candles, 3 red candles, each one of them making a lower low. That's very, very critical. So 1, 2, 3. I love to buy this. This is literally some of the highest. This is like a 90% trade. If you're buying the close for a 5-point pop, I would say that you could probably do this with a large contract, meaning you know, hunch it up, 300 down, and if you wanted to just simply, you know, get P&L faster, just simply do one very tactical P&L. It's a really, really good setup, and it is super, super high probability on the resolution. Having said this, though, as I'm looking over here, here's what I would have done. 1, I don't count this as a 2. It's not deep enough to, you know, it's not really a lower low. So 1, I skipped this. 2, 3, I actually did buy this, I think, and that was enough to pop you for 5. So if you bought this, you popped it for 5. Here, 1, 2, 3, you bought this. It went against you, but not a lot. You went 82 down to 78, and then boom, 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 came back up. And you would have been able to resolve it. So I really like it. I like it especially when it's the first or the second retrace. Obviously, you know, when we're really, really extended, the corrective move can become can really fall much deeper. But the first corrective move after a long when here's a good example of how I love to trade this. You made fresh highs on this run. Then buying the retrace is just a great pop. You almost always have a chance to, you know, to make money on the retrace, right? So those are like the 3 bread and butter trades I like to do all the time, right? Now we got nothing. We got about 5 minutes to the open, so we'll just let it play out. But if you and then I'll show you, you know, like what happens if I get stopped out. Then I will, depending on how bad this, like, in other words, let's say I am short, right? I'm short, and the thing just pops, like it does, like a 20-point turnaround against me, just sweeps the upside, and I get stopped out. I will very often reverse, because remember, I'm trading very small, so I can bet larger size and it's still infinitesimally small. I will very often reverse quickly if I feel that the reversal move is strong enough, and I'll go 3 large the other way and try to and basically wipe out my loss in a single trade. That's very controversial. You know, you can do it, you cannot do it. That's exactly where you can get into a lot of trouble with. But I like doing it because what that does is it keeps my P&L just constantly, you know, graduating up. So I see 26 on 40 or more. Basically, a quarter of the group is trading pretty actively. Like I'm at a 40 or more, but the majority is between 10 and 20. So if you're at 10 and 20 trades, what do we got? 25 minutes. See, this trade just dumped through the 800 level. I just hoping that the dot would stay, but the dot just disappeared. Right, no dot, no trade. Somebody just flushed the 800s, but didn't quite extend. So if you're trading like, you know, very, very 4 or 5 trades, and you're looking for judicious scalps, honestly, my favorite scalp is buying the 3 candles down on the first or the second retrace in an uptrend. It's a super fast resolution, and it's a really high probability trade. The next after that is doing the retrace trade in hours when you have at least like an 84, 85% chance of success. And you can filter out those hours in the dots table. Okay. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Oh, before I forget, man, we need to. Our Apex is the very last day today for their 90% off sale. We got to go buy some Apexes. Matter of fact, let's do this right now. We got 3-4 minutes before the market open. Let's go buy some Apexes. I think I'm going to buy end of day. I got to get the authenticator. Five two two. Oops. 5 2. Oh, hold on, just 1 second. Authenticator changing 352 352 113. Somebody convinced me that it's a good idea to. I'm gonna buy Tradeovate right now, and then I'll buy Wealth Charts a little bit later. There's Tradeovates. Okay. Somebody convinced me that the end of day is really the right account to buy. So let's do the end of day. Don't forget BK Save. BK Save is the coupon. Right? Okay. All right, let me take this off screen. Wait, how do I take this off screen? I can't do this in this new format. Wait. Payment info. How do I drag? Sorry, I'm just trying to, like, this is the new version of Google where I put the sidebar, but I don't want to do this in sidebar. How do I get rid of the sidebar? Ah, fuck. You guys still see the screen, huh? How do I get rid of this? All right, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do it off screen here, guys. I'm just gonna close this because I don't want to do this on screen. I'm just gonna do it off screen here. Trust me on this. Come into Apex. Okay. I'm buying it off screen. So I'm going to buy the end of day 25s. BK Save. Sorry, I'm doing it off screen here, guys. So you guys, I don't want my credit card to come in. Okay. Yeah, it's only $29. Really, really cheap. Here we go. How do I move the fucking tab? Oh, this is so annoying. Chrome. Show tabs horizontally. Okay. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Do you guys see it now? I think you should see it. Yeah. Okay. It's all done. I think I got it. Right. Yeah. Okay. So let's get a couple of these. This is the last day. We're gonna buy like 5 of them at least because they're not gonna do a discount probably for the rest of the month. We want to harvest as many of these because we're gonna use them for funding, and then we can obviously use them for trading as well. So I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy a couple of wealth charts. We'll keep going. All right, let's watch the wealth charts where we're opening up. Big sell on the open here. 24, 25 seconds left. Now, the problem, this is not a candle where you could put a stop above the candle. Here, if you're going to go short, you just kind of have to bet on the fact that there's going to be continuity. And I'm waiting very, very patiently here until the candle exhausts itself. You really want to wait, not even like before the candles, like 2 or 3 seconds. 1 second after the candle is better than 1 second before. Okay, boom, I'm short. And you see that resolve very, very fast, right? Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. That's like a 5-point, very, very fast clip. But you have to do it like 1 second after, not 1 second before. So hopefully you guys see it. Okay. All right, Ben, I'm going to get rid of the poll now. Let me see if I can get rid of the poll. Because basically 70% of the people are trading 20 trades or less, and about 25% of people are doing more. So we're going to stop the poll and then hide the poll. All right, cool. I like it. More continuity to the downside. More, more, again, waiting again, 18 seconds. See if we can trade it, a little bit further down here. Again, you want to wait 1 second after the candle, not 1 second before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Does it go? Let's see. Nope. I get stopped out on this one because it's a nice big reversal, but it is a big reversal, and I want to sell that on the reversal side. Big vol. Oh, fuck. Big vol. Big vol. Come on. Doom. And we're resolved on that. So you see, when the market is super fast, I don't get to change accounts. I just have to react very, very quickly to the attempts. You know that this is going to be a big vol trade. Do you really want to take the continuity trade here? Probably not, but I did it because I want to show you all the trades. I get stopped out. This turns myself into a big retrace trade. Then I'm perfectly happy to take that. Now we got no dot. Okay, no dot, no trade, nothing. So we just sit here nice and tightly. Good morning, Spirit. How are you? So, you see in fast markets, I'm doing a lot of quick work, right? And another reason why you want to do small sizes is because you really have to react very, very quickly. You don't want to do large, big. When you're doing lots and lots of scalps, the idea is to do small sizes because you can always correct later for any mistakes you make on small sizes. But if you're like doing 10 or 20 sizes on super fast markets and it goes against you, it puts you into a hole very, very quickly. And that's the key thing I've learned is just to operate on small sizes. Sometimes the chaos goes in your favor. Sometimes the chaos goes against you. But if you're at small size, you can survive the chaos. And sometimes you thrive on chaos. Right? So now, we're like 3 or 4 candles in. Now, no setups for me either way. Relatively mild sell-off, frankly. But we did probe the London lows, took them out. and see if, sometime after 10 o'clock, we start taking the London highs. Let's see what's in the news. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you guys have been following. There's just some horrific news out of Iran where they're going to execute these 21-year-old girls in the most vicious way possible, for not wearing a hijab or something like that. So that would really be one of the best things that could happen is if you can get their release out of them. Anyways, you never know, because there's always a surprise that Iranians could fold. But it seems to me that Trump has made up his mind that if these fuckers want to go, we're going to go. And they are going to see the full fury of the United States armed forces rain down on them. So we'll see, a war may be breaking out all over. In that case, I think you see definitely a negative tilt to equities until they figure out. The equities are going to assume that war is going to create longer conflict, deeper pressure on oil, and greater stress on the U.S. economy. So until they see unambiguous win by the U.S. armed forces, I think you're going to see a generally negative tilt here. Now, in 5 minutes from now, they could go and say, oh, we just signed a peace deal, and the whole thing could pop the other way. So as always, it is a headline-driven market. It's only as good as the next 5 seconds of news flow. But generally, if you assume that the news flow is going towards conflict, I think the longer-term trend here is going to be down. All right, getting a fresh red dot, maybe fresh lows. Let's see if we can trade that. Guys, don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to be at Wealth Chart Summit, 12 noon. I'll bring I'll bring my my link tomorrow for you guys, but be sure to come and join us. Everybody who's watching me, I'm going to talk in detail about the dot strategy, the structure of it, why it's perfect for prop trading, and we'll do a little bit of trading too. All right, we sort of totally died into 3, 2, 1, sell. Boom, done. Okay, next one. This one, if this one holds as a dot, we're going to sell it too. But notice what I'm doing. I am selling 1 second after, not 3 or 4 seconds before. You want to make sure you're selling on the absolute close, or even 1 second after the move, because generally you will get better positioning on the candle doing it that way. All right, fresh session lows on the New York session. 24 seconds left. Let's see if this this dot holds. If you want to see, this is the history of all my selling over here. I just don't want to pollute the history, but this gives you an idea of what I'm doing. Oh shit, I was talking. Sell. Fuck, I'm talking. Come on. Boom, done. Actually, yeah, that's fine. It was done. Okay. No, I don't know, guys. That was a lucky trade, actually. I'm sorry, that was not a dot trade. I already took that dot trade. By the way, I'm going to make a statement that I'm sure is just going to make me more hated than I am right now. Make me more hated than when I talk politics. I think, and everybody on the West Coast is going to just absolutely flip out. I think the most overrated food in the world is Mexican food. Actually, I take it back. There's a whole bunch of Mexican food that is really that's not practiced here, like a lot of Mexican seafood from Puerto Vallarta and all places like that I absolutely love. But the traditional Tex-Mex, give me a taco, give me a burrito, most overrated fucking food there is. Food in pita is a trillion times better than food in a taco. Taco is like the most useless delivery holding for food there is. East Coast Mex food is, you're right. Quesadillas in LA are like bagels in New York. I've never had a better quesadilla than I've had in LA. It's true. I give you that. And you can't even talk about East Coast food and Mexican. But I'm talking about as a principle, I think tacos are bullshit. It's a terrible delivery system for holding food. A pita is so much better, and so much more delicious. Just my own personal view. Mark, it says I'm not wrong. Is that what you're trying to say, Mark? I'm not wrong. Yeah, you're right, Nico. It was no dot. I got very lucky on that. I was just yapping. I was using this dot prior, which we already made money on, and I was trading that. You put your steak in a pita, but you would put lamb in a pita. You'd put shawarma in a pita. Shawarma. You ever have shawarma laffa? Man, it is like a trillion times better. You ever have like these huge ass, either Iraqi or Israeli pitas, where they wrap the shawarma, the salad, and the French fries all inside? It is like a zillion times fucking better than any bullshit taco you've ever had. It's messy as fuck. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's play this game. I usually don't play this game because I'm always upside biased. But let's play this game to the short side. And the game is this. Green candle 1, up. Green candle 2, up. Green candle 3, up. We're going to sell that one. We're going to sell that on the assumption that the dominant trend, which is still down, is going to assert itself. So this is candle 2. We get a third candle with a higher high. It doesn't necessarily have to be the third one in sequence. It could be like a pause and then another third that pushes higher. We're going to sell it. I don't usually do this. I only do this when I'm on the buy side. But let's give this a shot because why not? Yeah, and so this one, candle 1, candle 2, no candle 3. See, candle 3 is not pushing to fresh highs, even though obviously selling candle 2 would have been a good trade. But the idea is to try to sell three highs in a row. This didn't happen. Rick, it's in the dots document what rate of change is, and we know what it does on the sessions. But the truth of it, Rick, is that none of those filters I'm using. The irony of the whole thing is when we tested the whole data set, we realized we didn't need any filters to trade frequently. I mean, those filters are all really good, but they don't produce necessarily any better data than just trading what we're doing now. Damn, look at this. Look at this. Really, this would have been a great short, right? Great short off the thing, but it just didn't go 3 in our way. All right, so we'll. All right, do we have a red dot? Not yet. But you see what I mean? The fade, trade, and trend. If you can get it this time, it just we just didn't quite get the third move. But that would have been, had you been short here at 72 and went all the way down to 43, you had like 40 points over. It's such a low risk, high reward trade. All right, so this corrective move came back down. You took it, Antonio? What'd you take it at? What price did you take it? Where did you cover it? Let me know so we can all be green with envy. Correct. No filters, baby. Just like my mouth. No filters. Just pure price action. So this isn't quite, this isn't quite kosher, as we say in New York. But candle one, like let's say we restart the counter trend run. Candle one, candle two. If candle three goes to higher high, I'll try to short that. See if that works for us a little bit too. Just trying to play around with that setup. But obviously, the setup was here. So this is candle two of the 3 candle sequence. 1, 2. Do I get, do I have a third candle that can hold the highs? Then I'll try to short that. All right, so this is 76. If candle closes, so anywhere here or higher, we have a legitimate 1, 2, 3 short. 1, 2, 3 short here. Why don't you cover it, Antonio? Why don't you cover it 68, dude? You're now like 80 against. You're like 12 against. You're holding it for a position. This is a scalp trade, my friend. $85, $86. Again, we're gonna wait until the candle 3, 2, 1 sell. All right, let's see if this works for us. There we go. Come to Poppy. Come to Poppy. We did it. Nice. So that was a short reversal trade. Well, I told you, I love that trade because it's so fast, usually so good. You just got to be really, really selective. You got to let it all. You got to let the three candle pops. Dots do require it. Slope is baked in. Yes, Rick. Without the slope, there's nothing. No slope, no hope. Oh, you closed already. Oh, because you said 68 not covered yet. Yeah, I mean, I hope you covered it. Of course. No, they don't need the profit. They just, they make. You see, look, where is this, Antonio? The best way for you to understand this is, you see this. This is net. This is all commissions are taken in account already. Okay, this is always a net number. As long as that number runs, you're good to go. And in all the platforms, in Tradevate, the same thing. The commissions already get deducted, so you're trading net money. Okay. You're going to pay a lot of commissions. I pay a lot of commissions, just like you pay a lot of taxes, when you make a lot of money. But that's the whole point. You want to be net positive. Yeah, the time of day is money. I actually got to update that to clarify, because the first time of day on the dots, just kind of. So this is the raw data that you want to go with. This is actually the filtered data, which I need to just simply explain. What this was doing. Okay, but this is really the raw data. I may even just simply get rid of this data because it's too confusing. This is the KISS raw, no filters applied data to day by hour by hour, and you can see this is the worst hour, by the way. So it's another reason why I just decided I'm going to do as many different setups as possible during this hour, because using the retrace only is like the worst. This is the worst idea ever on this thing. So does that answer your question, Jesus? Okay. The link. Sorry, let me put the link again. You mean for the dots? Here's the dots link. Here's the dots link, and here is the Apex link. Go buy some Apexes, guys. I keep forgetting this is the last day. Do not do this. Yeah, they do. So it's net. Yes, it is. It is very much 90% off next 14 hours. Get get at least 5. If you want, get 10, because you're going to need them for the next. Because I don't think they're probably for the rest of the month. They're going to be expensive, and you want to, you want to have those in inventory so we can use them. Yeah, they've actually, Apex has really improved its they went to a complete no examination payout. If you go back, I don't want to go into the dashboard right now because we're trading. Oh, hang on a second, guys. 1, 2, 3. Should we play this? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's sell this one more time. Sell. Oh shit, where am I? Fuck, here's my sell. I was late. Bad execution. Okay, done. Okay, another good clip. Okay, so that I love my fade trade. You know me, I love to fade even when it's to the upside. So yeah, Apex just went to a really great model where if you go, once you start trading and you're in payout territory, they tell you everything you're doing. all the rules that you're following. If there's any rules that you're either breaking or testing, they'll tell you. And then they have like a little checkbox, and they say, okay, if you you passed all you made the money, you did all the rules, you made $50 per day, boom, boom, boom. You just press a button and they pay you. They pay out. It's no longer subjective. It's purely formulaic, which is really, really great, because now as long as you follow their rules, it's literally a formula, and they'll pay it out. No questions asked. So I think they've really improved that part of it. All right, let me show you, because just so you get the idea. Short at the highs here, short at the highs here, sold the momentum lows here, sold momentum lows here, sold the momentum lows here, sold the lows here, right? That's been the history of the scalping for the last hour or so. So really, really cool. And I'm doing this literally on one contract, just on one contract. I'm just that's the whole idea, is just slow. I'm going to grind to 100, move to the next account, right? Yeah, but believe me, that is a long, long time. By the time you meet their payout, if you get 6 payouts out of them, you're so far ahead, you should be grateful, Jesus, I think you're confused. In prop trading, you don't pay any commissions, because the only thing you pay is that $29 buy-in fee, right? Everything else is netted out virtually on the P&L. So that's the beautiful thing about trading prop. I could literally, and I have, racked up $1,500 worth of commissions on a way towards making $3,000 of P&L. And it doesn't matter, because it's all virtual. Yes, I'm going to be at the Wealth Summit tomorrow, 12 noon, guys. 12 noon. By the way, I really, really want to trade the afternoon today. So we have meetings, but I'm going to try and schedule. Maybe we'll do like a 1:30 to 2:30 afternoon today. Okay, I'll put up the session a little bit later. But I kind of really, really want to do like a 1:30 2:30, because the afternoon session is really a lot of fun. It's even more relaxed than the morning session, and I think we can play around with all of these setups, even with the with greater fury. So it's also the absolute best time to trade retraces in the afternoon, usually from 12 to 3 o'clock. But because the boss schedules me up the wazoo with bullshit meetings, I really can't do that. But I am going to try to squeeze out like 1:30 to 2:30 today. Let's see if we can. Maybe I'll even do like 2 to 3. I think maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do a 2 to 3. 2 to 3. That's usually a pretty good hour. And then if we have time, maybe we'll roll into the close a little bit, squeeze out maybe till 3:30. So I am definitely going to do the afternoon. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to trade live at the Wealth Chart Summit. But yeah, you still have time. You got the 14 hours to stock up on evals. So go ahead and do it. There's no need to be regretful. As I said, I'm gonna get at least like 5 of them, have them in my inventory. It's very weird as far as the data set goes. We only have GDP next week, and then the non-farm payrolls are actually the week after. So I'm going to try and also bring Sam from Olaf to trade GDP with us on Thursday. But I don't know how many news event driven things we're going to be able to get but it doesn't matter. We'll, having them in the inventory is going to be useful for the week after that when we do get the news driven events. We recovered the VWAP, and we have the white dot. All right, let's do this. Buy. Ooh, I was late. See, I was late on the entry. That sucks. Now I'm pissed. Okay, now I'm gonna buy the retrace. Oh, fuck. I'm slow. I'm not paying attention here on the on my trades. Come on. Get me done. Okay, I'm done on that. Let's focus. Second dot, big breakout. 30 seconds. Dot stays. Give it a second to complete, and then we're going to go buy it if it holds. Yeah, news. You're right. What's the news today? I didn't even look. Let's see. You're right. You know what? Let me just, before I get crazy, I got to look at the news. Sending home pretty good, and Wars testifies. So I missed this trade now. See, you made me look at the news, doctor, and now I missed the trade. All right, let's see if we get the retrace move. Okay, we got the retrace move. Let's see if this is going to work for us. Come on. There we go. Retrace moves, and we pick up a little bit more P&L. Nice. So it moves, guys. The thing is, these trades are super fast, and all I can do is teach you how they work. But you have to react to them yourselves. You see, even when I'm talking, I will miss my trades because you snooze, you lose on these scalps. But there's so many of them, and they're much slower in Asia, where you can practice them with less. In North America, you either trade or die, right? Oh, that was a good. I had like all these. What did I have yesterday? I had like all these titles for all my songs, which I have not done yet. But what I had all these great titles for my songs. I'm writing this down. Win or quit, bet on the dot, trade or die. Yeah. Okay, we're positive bid now. So 3 red dots, 3 red candles in a row, as long as they stay above the VWAP, we're going to be buyers. Yes. My Tradeify scalps, Tradeify is not the right platform for this. Lucid is. Love Lucid. We love Lucid. I'm going to trade a lot more Lucid. One of the things we're going to do, by the way, as the week progresses, I just have to get myself organized. I don't know. I don't trade TP Pro. So do they disable the news? One of the things that I kind of did yesterday, there's this new AI called Kimi, which is Chinese, which is very it's the first AI that you can actually have agents. Like, it's not just chat, but you can unleash agents. And I did a whole agent unleash to compare all of the various rules that various prop firms have, and I'm going to try to collate that into like a one single page explanation as to who does what how, so all of the violations that have, rule violations that would occur if you traded. Honestly, by the way, Lucid, like, it does a ranking. Lucid was Lucid has the least amount of restrictions on payouts. I would say it goes Lucid, Apex, then all the other ones with all the bullshit rules that they have. And yeah, I mean, I think that's the other confusing part about prop is it's like the United Nations. There's 1,000 different rules of how everybody behaves, and you need to really know the rules. It's not so much you need to know the rules of how they pass the prop. You need to know the violations, because everybody's got their own little violations. That I think that's the much more important part, is to know the violations. Not quite the 3 dots down, so I didn't quite get this, but we'll stay patient. Maybe we'll get 3 candle down trade here on this. Yeah, but I like those guys quite a lot. I'm gonna try and get a couple of clean accounts on Lucid. We'll start trading those as well. Would be awesome if Rob got them on wealth charts. That would be really, really great. Yeah, Edge. Always with Lucid, it's just if you use Edge, it gives you the biggest discount. I think they're like at 40-50%. Yeah, please use our code EDGE for Lucid. All right, green dot, 25 seconds. See if you want to make this into a. So if this holds, the stop would be underneath this candle over here. But so far, we don't have a green dot holding. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's another thing that they're very, it's one of the things I haven't done because I've just been so busy. But they let you trade anything. They let you trade gold too. And they have a trade of 8, so we could use our BFF dots with them on that. All right. Market recovered this is, by the way, how many times have we seen this bullshit? It's almost like every other day we have the sell-off and then the 10 o'clock recovery, right? How many times do we, do we see this little trick here? Okay, we're going to try to buy this if the dot holds only on the close. Hubert Sanders has the similar comparison on wealth charts, the number of props from wealth charts he showed. Sorry, I don't quite understand. Hang on, let's get real. Boom. In, out. Look at that. In, out, beautiful. So just like, guys, literally, I started trading this with you like in, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe an hour, 10 minutes. We're at 66 with zero stress, right? We're 2/3 of our way, really almost 70% of our way towards target. This is the 4th dot. I probably would take this if this stayed. Remember I said to you, I like to do 3-4 dots and then pause. Let it digest. Maybe get a red correction mode a little bit, and then then come back and try to trade the continuity. Now, the downside of me being such a pussy is that you will very frequently get 8, 9, 10 consecutive dots. So I'm giving up probably 3 or 4 consecutively positive trades. But that's my approach. I like to, my view is that there's so much food at the table, I don't have to have every single bite. I can restrain myself a little bit, and that will hopefully keep me nice and trim and lean. It'll keep me pretty for the next stage. Oh, sorry. English, explain to me what you mean. He was basically looking at all the props that are on well charts, and he compared their violation rules. Is that what you're saying? So he did kind of like a comparison chart of that. Got it. Okay. Pro, I'm trading here. You can see this is the maximum that I go 2060, but very often it's going to be less than 2060, maybe 2040, but 2060 is what I kind of give myself as a maximum trade, because we're scalping. We're always trying to scalping with negative risk reward. Remember, we're looking for 85% trades. This is what we try to model as our P&Ls. And what do you say? English, did you get like the what's the TLDR? Or was everybody different and it just, like there was no winner? Everybody had their own little, had their own little funkadelic stuff here. All right, fresh session highs. Hey, astrologer, where are we? We're challenging London, right? So we're still a little bit far away. I wonder, astrology, is this a fade for you, or you think we're gonna run the 900s, right? Remember, we ran the 900s, right? Makes me want to go here. It makes me want to go here. I kind of want to take this trade. You know what? I'm gonna put this into. Let's relocate our trades here. Let's go over here. We had a good run in that account. Let's make this trade this account. If I'm going to take this is just I allow myself 4, so this is the maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 4th dot. So I'll allow myself this trade. 6, 5. I want to wait until complete exhaustion. 1, 2, 1. Boom. I'm in. All right. Let's see if I can get the move here. And I may not. And this is why I generally don't like to chase the 4th dot, because you always have the retrace risk here. Yeah, we're just coming down. No, I'm going to get tagged on this, I think. Nope. All right, we got tagged on this. However, if we get 3 candles down, we're definitely going to trade that. That's going to be a much better trade for us. We'll see if we can get that going. No, it's a horrible hour trade, dots. Ben, did you not look at the data set? Literally the single worst hour to trade retrace dots. That's why I try to do everything else. I try to do 3 candles. I try to do momentums. Literally the worst hour. Look at the data set. All right, candle 1. Oh, this is another interesting trade. Let me try this. Again, I'm just because I get to play around with you guys. This is a trade that I like to do also. We haven't done it in a long time. I haven't shown this trade to you. I should have actually bought this over here. Let me do this. Let's see if this is going to work. I hope. Let me do the trade and I'll explain to you what the trade is. I fucked up this trade. I should have been here. That would have resolved. Ah, damn it. Damn it, it's bad execution. Come on. Come on, baby, let's go. This is bad execution, but I'll explain to you once this trade is it either does it or it doesn't do it, but I'll explain to you what I wanted to do. Come on, there we go. Okay, so this is a trade that I actually is also a super great trade. I totally forgot about this trade. This is the red candle on green slope trade. Same idea. Basically, dominant trend is to the upside. You have a sell-off. If I bought the low here, it would have been it would have been a super easy trade to resolve, right? Yeah, 10 o'clock is okay. From 10 o'clock onward, the retrace trades begin to work really well. Yes. Although, today they weren't working that well. At 10 o'clock is still like not the best hour. The best hour starts at 12 noon. So anyways, guys, you see what I'm talking about here? This is also another super good money trade. The red candle on a green slope, you buy the candle. The red candle on the green slope. I should have bought the bottom. I bought like the middle, and we eventually got done. But that's an excellent trade, right? Just like you get a something you don't get. We haven't had this one here, but occasionally you're going to get a. It has to be very, very clear. Okay, here. You can barely see this. Let me go to the Boomer special. You see this? This is a green candle on a red slope, right? It's the best fade indicator there is because the slope is telling you there's still fuck ton of selling, and you just basically pretty much sell at the highest point. So it's a really, really, really good indicator. It doesn't happen a lot, but when you get that move, take it. Shit, I missed the dots, guys. Sorry. Well, I can't. There's as I said, there's 1,000 trades to be done. Astrologer was correct. We're running the London. We just, we were just a little bit early. But now I gotta let this one go. We're gonna let this trade go. I like that. Trash for retrace. Antonio, to get the indicator and everything else, you need to be part of my coaching. Here's the link. It's a really, really good idea. Guys, I have one other thing. Okay, I actually have a couple of favors. If you guys are watching, I'm really enjoying the show. And those of you guys who are part of coaching, part of Kathy's service, it means so much to us. If you go to Trustpilot, let me just find it. Let me just give you the link. Trustpilot. Yeah, here it is. If you would, let me give you this link. If you would review us on Trustpilot, I would so appreciate it. Okay? That's very, very valuable to us. That's number one. And number two, if you have the kindness of your heart to pull out, I really want video. Just pull out your iPhone and kind of give me 30 seconds of, what's been your experience with BK? What's your experience, trading with me? You can talk about how I have a potty mouth. I don't care. But I would love to get some video testimonials because we're rebuilding the BK webpage where I'm trying to really communicate, the whole essence of what we do. And it's much, much better if it comes from your mouth than it does from mine. So I thank you, Rick. And I appreciate everybody who's already did the Trustpilot. But if you do one, the other, or both, I would really appreciate it. If you want to just 60-second, 30-second, hey, I think Boris is the shit, or, Boris is an asshole, but I kind of like trading with him anyways. Whatever you say, I'd love it. but just send me a video. I'd love to just hear your raw, unfiltered view of BK, because I'm trying to gather all these testimonials for our website so we can put it together. So I'd really appreciate it. That's my final ask for the day. I got 1 red bar, 2 red bar, 3 red bar. I'm going to go long on this one. So let's see if I can get this. One of my favorite setups. 2 red bar. What I need now is a 3rd red bar that makes fresh lows, lows, lows. "31 seconds." Again, this one we wait for 1 second after the candle. By the way, I haven't put this on here, but we certainly can. I forgot about this. I think we can. We're going to parameters, and I can go all the way over here to countdown, apply. Oh, bye. I'm late. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Get me done. What happened here? What happened to my chart here? Come on, get me done. Come on. Ugh. I don't even know what happened to my chart here. Did I screw up my there we go. We got done. Okay. That was great. Last trade of the day. I don't know what the fuck happened to my chart here, guys. What did I just do? Did I screw up my hang on a second. All right. Sorry. Let's organize ourselves. Wait, why does this look so different? What did I just do to my chart? Guys, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, you know what? Let's refresh this. I don't know what the hell I just did. That was so weird. Did you see that? I don't know what I just did. Anyways, I bought this. This was the buy, right? This was the money buy. I told you I want to be a buyer of the 3. Boom. Super easy scalp. Money buy. All good. Anybody bought that with me? Did you guys do that? Yes, no? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Or is everybody too shell shocked about all this stuff? Obi-Wan did, Cheryl did. Good job. Yeah. That is the money trade. Miguel, isn't that a good trade? I love that trade. All right, guys, I'm actually at 100 like I wanted to be across 2 accounts in an hour, right? Trading ones. Now we're starting to sell off a little bit harder. Back to VWAP. This is a trade that yesterday Astrologer did all day long. Where you wait for this to close, hold the VWAP, bounce off the VWAP. I got to go, but another really, really good session, right? I hope you guys really, really enjoyed it. As I said, I'm trading ones, and we made 100 all across these 2 accounts. Boom, boom, boom. Even this one, look at this one. If you bought the VWAP here, yes, you had a little bit of a retrace, but what was it? If you bought, let me see where it was. You bought the 22s. The high here was 27s. You would have made the 5, and now it's going to go. If it goes to like 28, 29, for sure you're going to get done. Right there, right there. You would have been done. Just a beautiful, beautiful $5, 5-point scalp, right? Look at that. Look at that beautiful VWAP buy. Got to ask, actually got to thank Austin for that. I'm using a 5. Guys, how many times do we need to repeat this every 2 minutes? Here's my take profit. Here's my stop loss. Take profit, stop loss. Take profit, stop loss. Okay. I'm always going for 5. All right. Everybody have a fun time today. I told you I was going to do like a lot of stuff that I do off screen. We did a fuck ton of trades, right? This is the trades in this one. And then we look at the trades in this one. I think look how many trades we did. Look at how many trades we did. That's a lot of trades, man. That's a lot of fun trades. Hope you guys had a good time. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. You guys are absolutely right. No, this is my fault. You guys are not seeing the. I forgot this thing is off screen. Let me show you. This. Sorry about that. I forgot. But the screen is too small. I mean, I could make it. I could bring in that other piece of it, but it just diminishes the real estate. So sorry. This is the stop. Take profit. Stop. Take profit. Stop. Take profit. Stop. Okay. Now you guys see it. Thank you, Astrologer, as always. Hope you guys bank. Hope you guys had a great day. This is all in a day's work. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody have a wonderful day. Let's get together at 2 to 3 today. See if we can do something else a little bit in the afternoon. Okay. I'll see everybody then. You love those trades. Yeah, I know. Awesome. Otter, thank you. Roland, everybody, have a great day. New people in the room, come back every day, every hour. We do this all the time. As you can see, we don't sit here twiddle a lot of thumbs. We trade all the fucking time. It's really, really a lot of fun. Trade small, trade frequently. What was it? What was the Chicago motto? What was the Mayor Daily motto? It was vote often. I forgot. It was like the Great Chicago Machine motto. It's the same thing with us. I'll have to look it up. Come back to you in the afternoon. It was the whole idea. Like basically in Chicago, they used to have the same guy vote 10 times during the same election. Scalping is kind of like that, except we don't. It's not corrupt. Anyways, guys, every wonderful day. I'll see everybody in the afternoon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, vote early, vote often. That's it. Vote early, vote often. Trade early, trade often. Right? That's the Chicago way. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.